EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the New York Giants. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Oh, good return up past the 30.
Darius Slayton on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their
1st and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Touchdown, Giants! Darius Slayton, 47 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions. And whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. And this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle is made at the Giants' 13-yard line. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Xavier McKinney.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And a throw there going to be incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's Calvin Ridley on the receiving end from Matt Ryan. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's home.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jones. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. That catch good for only a couple. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. These two teams all tied after 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down.
He went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
At the 41. A gain of 4 yards. First down, New York.
Jones now. Throwing on first down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
Jones pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Play action. Jones. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Operating from the gun, Jones got an open man. It's Ratley. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
And they work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Zone now. They'll look to throw. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Some might say that he's got to look that in and absorb the contact. But even at his size, that's a tough throw to hold on to. He was unable to on that attempt.
Jones on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick. And that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Offside completion to Jones. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage. coverage almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Ryan will throw again. He's here, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's got this down to the 35. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
1st down.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Jones will get this out to Barkley, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
1st down, Giants.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Damian Buckley. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He connected on his first, this from 41. Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Set to kick off.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. offense out there for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
Gurley with a little bit of an opening there as he's able to get 5 on first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
Gurley, the ball carrier.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Now it's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
On the carry. He's brought down by Deion Jones. 2 yards on the play. First down, New York.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Jones off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Open receiver, that's Caden Smith, the tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's got some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
It's a gain of 20.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll go to Barkley again. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. Jones now operating from the gun. Connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if you're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking left side. it's incomplete.
Personally, I think they've got to go somewhere else with the football. They've got to bracket it out there in double coverage. Makes it hard to fit it in time after time.
It would have had to have been an absolutely perfect pass and not good enough. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. From the gun, Ryan. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
On third down, Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. They go play action with Ryan. Heavy rush, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They go play action now. Ryan. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. One last shot for Ryan. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Tonight's final score, Giants 19.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Atlanta.